Welcome back, guys. And tonight we're wrapping up the review of the Thursday shoes. I know I said it'd be 2 or 3 weeks for the long-term review to come around, but it has been almost 2 months. So I guess with that said, let's go check it out. Alright guys, so just wore them for the first time. Went to Walmart and did some grocery shopping. Uh, I was on my feet for about an hour and a half. The way I grocery shop is extremely inefficient. I'm basically a bouncy ball in there. I'm all over the place and get basically nothing done. When I first put them on, I noticed immediately, felt like it almost felt like the kind of sole was kind of concave, but it was just kind of those supports right here on the front of the shoe. I got used to that within like 10 minutes. As far as creasing goes, I know it's probably what we're all wondering. There was a little bit of creasing. I tried very hard not to crease them, but it's inevitable, I guess. I've never had leather shoes, so please keep that in mind. All the creasing that I'm seeing, it looks very normal to me. I just hate that it happened so quickly. My feet did sweat, but keep in mind I'm used to wearing not leather shoes, so again I suspect that's normal for leather shoes. It wasn't really hot, but it was sweaty. But after having on for an hour and a half, they actually got really comfortable, and it actually feels way nicer. One complaint I do have, and I think anyone that has these types of shoes will know, is that you feel everything in this front part because it's just a thin strip of rubber, nothing there. So I suspected that, and I was delivered that, of course, by experience. I guess with that said, other than the smell, I want to bring that up. The smell of them, they smell really good. It smells like a new car. So far, so good. Again, the white outsoles, it's inevitable. Alright guys, so just another quick update. I went to Red Wing today. I've only worn the shoes twice, and they have completely dry. I haven't got anything on them, so I'm not going to clean them. But I got some mink oil paste off Amazon coming in 2 days from now. This is day 4 of having them. And I got this from Red Wing Shoes. It is a horsehair brush. I want to add this because for those of you that may be getting into this kind of stuff like I am, I want to share my knowledge with you, and that is I don't have it with me, but I bought a boar hairbrush from Walmart. It seems soft. I thought, well, it probably won't scratch the leather. But after getting this horsehair brush, about $15, this is way softer. So don't use boar. It seems like this much of the loft is just nothing but softness, and below that you've got the backbone. So I just want to give you a good look on this and let you know that if you are looking to get into this, again, I've got mink oil paste. What you choose is up to you, of course. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So that way, when this review comes around to be wrapped up, you guys know where I'm at. So when I get it, I am going to give it a good mink oil treatment, buff it in with this, wipe it off. That way, it's all fair with the shoes. So I guess with this said, I will be back when it's time to wrap up the review. Alright guys, so here we are. 2 pairs of shoes in 2 months from Thursday Shoes. Time to wrap up the review on them. So the first thing I want to mention, I just want to show you, is the creasing. Just right here on the toes. Extremely minimal. Everywhere else looks just fine. The only creasing I had on that was on this shoe. A little bit right there. Like it kind of folded under like that. But I'm not too worried about that. As far as the fit and finish, right where that was actually folded over a little bit, you'll never be able to see it. But the glue is kind of separating right there from the outsole. And it's looking like it took a little bit of leather with it. I'll let you be the judge on that one. It was sitting in a box. I'm not sure how much stress I could cause on it. Comfort wise, and I just saw that, so that's why I had that reaction. Comfort wise, They were extremely comfortable, sweating, minimal. They're a leather shoe. It's normal. They're not at all hot. They're very comfortable to wear all day long. So let's get into the first thing though. On to the issue. The counter. Okay, so there's supposed to be a heat activated counter, and yeah, it is basically, there's no structure there. I can feel it in there, which I know is going to help with rubbing through, but for those of us and for those of you that are not supposed to but slip your shoes on and off, it was a huge issue. But that's why I got a shoehorn, so solve that problem, and it makes it a lot easier in general too. And they're cheap. So, counters out of the way. I'm not saying it's marketing gimmick. Just not ideal for those of us who want some structure on the back half. So fit finish has been great. I put Miko on them. So far, leather's holding up good. Creasing's fine. The issue that I had was that both pairs and north of 20 emails started doing it at the same exact time. I messaged them. They said, let's check your fit and your sizing. I'm like, I checked all that. They feel fine. I tried wool merino socks, really thick socks. I tried my regular socks. I tried tightening it, which made it a little bit better, but then it's really tight on my foot. I tried loosening it, which just amplified it. So I sent them back the first time, and they exchanged it out. They was very generous about it. And then I got this pair, and on both pair, I'd wear it for a few days, get it broken in, because I do a lot of walking and standing, and then I'd take them to work. And each time, they'd be just fine until I start going to work. I think it's because of being all day long. And on the insole, I never found any issues with it, or on the inside of the boot shoe itself, on either one. But they would, look, like you saw, they would make that poofing noise. And it only got worse and worse, and then it just quit, getting worse, but it never got any better. So, like I said, this is my second pair. I did change them out. Even with that said, I'm not going to hold the company liable for that, because it may just be my feet is what it could be, and I suspect that's what it is. Because I did temporarily switch out the insoles in here, and it went away. But I bought these shoes, and they have really nice insoles, so I want to wear them. But do keep that in mind, that you may have the poofing issues, because they offered to send me a third pair, and I was like, they both did at the same time, the same level of poofing. It's not going to be any better. So with that said, I am returning these today, the Thursday shoes. Again, no fault of the company. Yes, it very well may be the shoe's fault, but I suspect it's just my feet. But they are offering me a refund. So with that said, very nice shoes. I love them. I hate to return these. They're very nice, but they're just not working out. So I will be on the hunt for new shoes. With that said, that has been my review of the Thursday shoes. Got any questions for me? In the comments. Want to give it a try? Put in the comments. With that said, thank you guys very much for watching. Good night.